right. Let's start off by giving all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of GMS for teaching nothing but 100% truth. Shalom to you beautiful Akim that's believing the truth, pushing truth throughout the four winds, using your body as a living sacrifice. To you I say Shalom. And Shalom to you very few Akwaf that's listening and learning in quietness. And Shalom to your to the hopeful elect children as well. This is your brother Amath from out of GMS, Lake City. Lord willing, coming back with an edifying video. And I think I'm going to title this one, We're Worn Out, But We're Not Broken. And as you see on your screen, it says knocked down, but not out. Crying, but still breathing. Broken, but brave. I'm still strong enough to survive this. And you got to continue to tell yourself that, in these times that we're in, because we understand that as the closer we get to the end of this thing, we know that we're being surrounded on all sides by destructions, deceiving, aches and pains in the body, stuff that's going on in our lives, the stuff that's in this world, that, the conversation of the wicked, there's things that, kind of like it'll drown out the truth, man, make you feel in a low state, but you got to push past it. You got to pray, and now let me get this, this little phrase, because I typed it in. It says, what does being worn out but not broken mean? And it says, being worn out but not broken means you are completely drained of energy and experiencing severe fragile, if I said that right. But your core structure, integrity, spirit, or value remains intact. And that's, it's only the spirit of Yahweh Shai is allowing us to keep going through all this stuff that's going on in the earth, right? Still allowing us to go to work, still allowing us to pay our bills, still allowing us to be husbands for those that have wives, right? Allowing us to be fathers for those that the Lord allows us to be fathers, and mothers, for you sisters out there. Or if you can't, because it was taken from you, it's the Lord's spirit, it's the spirit of Yahweh Shai is keeping us pushing, because at the end of the day, we already read about it, we was told about it, the rewards of constantly enduring whatever trial and affliction that's coming upon us. So anyway, it says spirit or value remains intact. You require rest and repair to function again, but you are not permanently damaged, destroyed, or beyond recovery. And we're not permanently damaged, and we're not destroyed to the point that, there's no coming back. There's none of that, man. We're not beyond recovery, So we understand that the Lord, Yahweh Shai, hears our cries, hears our prayers, sees everything we're going through, the hard times, being on this end, because it can be very frustrating. It can be very draining when you sit and you're by yourself and everything is coming against you. You got a lot of things coming down the pipeline, whereas you got to go to work. It's always car problems, problems in the body, little of money. You're not really having too much money, right? It's always something to keep you drained, to keep you stressed out, This is 1 Peter 4 and 12. It says, Beloved, think it's not strange concerning the fiery trials, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of a Mashiach's sufferings, that when his glory should be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. And that's what this is about, man. Lord willing, we're being chosen, because many are called, but few are chosen, right? We're being chosen to be of a Mashiach, Yahweh Shai Mashiach sufferings, right? So that Yahweh Shai, what he stood on and what he walked in, it would be shown in us, Lord willing, we're praying to be partakers of the suffering, so that Yahweh and Yahweh Shai's glory can be revealed in us, man. And you got to always remember that. I just want to see what it says in the Message translation. Oh, that's beautiful. Look, glory just around the corner. It says, friends, when life gets really difficult, don't jump to the conclusion that God isn't on the job. Instead, be glad that you are in the very thick of what a Mashiach experience. This is a spiritual refining process with glory just around the corner. Right. And we understand that glory is just around the corner, man. For us that truly believes, for us that wants to be one with Yahweh Bashem Shai, for us that don't want to go off anymore, for us that don't want to be plagued in the mind, for us that's constantly crying out, for us that's constantly still doing videos, no matter what we're going through, for us that's still believing, for us that's still calling on the names, no matter what we're going on, no matter what's going on in our lives, man. The Lord has put the spirit on us to turn back and constantly endure whatever affliction that we are experiencing on this end. You know, that's why we gotta constantly hold on. Let me get this too. This is Revelations 3, and I'm gonna jump around. I'm gonna read verse 8. It says, I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and has kept my word, and has not denied my name. You know, hey, being on this end, it can be draining, and sometimes you just feel like you don't have no strength, right? But at the same time, with not having no strength, with not having the riches, the monies, a car, sometimes a job, sometimes not a place to lay your head, right? Whatever situation that the Lord put you in, without having, you still did not deny the names. You still did not believe. You believe through everything that the Lord is putting on you. So going back to that First Peter, hey, this is not strange. Don't think that is strange. The Lord is choosing us to be a part of his suffering, you know? And if we're going through the sufferings, that means the Lord loves us, you know? Because like I said, many are called, but few are chosen. So going back to going back to this, knocked down, but not out, crying, but still breathing, broken, but brave. I'm still strong enough to survive this. And this is what you got to tell yourself, you know? We're strong enough to survive, what's coming, what the Lord is putting us through. And this is Revelations 3, jumping down to 10. It says, because thou hast kept thy word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And that's when it all boiled over, man. When it's all said and done, nothing on this end. You don't want nothing on this end to take away your crown. You don't want nothing on this end to come between what what Yahweh and Yahweh Shai have promised you and what the Lord is doing for us, man. Because everything on this end is a distraction, and everything on this end is frustrating. But even being on this end, you have to find a balance for yourself, man. You know, you have to find a balance in hell. Because this is where we are. We in hell. You have to find a balance. With finding a balance, you have to constantly keeping yourself prayed up and staying in the scriptures and reading and fasting and keep uplifting your spirit. Sometimes you know, like I say it all the time, man. Change the music, change the scenery, go for a walk, exercise, you know, try new looking up new videos on how to cook healthier foods and stuff, you know, better things that you can do as far as pleasing your temple, you know, while you in hell, you know. But you gotta, most importantly, hold out what Yahweh Shem Shai is giving you, and don't let nothing get in the way of your crown, you know. Because that's what that's what we want. Dealing with you men, we want the crown, man. You know? And you women that's tied to your lords, if your husband getting crowned, you already know the war is gonna be passed to you too. You know? We wanna we wanna come out of these mortal bodies, man. You know, and be immortal, man. We wanna live forever, no longer die. You know? No longer be plagued in the mind with wicked thoughts and wicked ideas. You know, we want to be one and holy, you know, and righteous. And that's what we're praying for, you know. Let's get this too. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 8 in an NIV. It says, we are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. We always carry around in our body the death of Yahushua, so that the life of Yahushua may also be revealed in our body, which is what I was saying earlier. You know, we keep Yahushua at the forefront, no matter what we're going through, because it's at the end of the day, it's about Yahweh and Yahushua being glorified. And if the Lord has got you going through hard times, that means you, Lord willing, we are praying that we are chosen to go through the sufferings that Yahushua went through. You know, it says, but not destroy. We always carry around in our body the death of Yahushua, so that the life of Yahushua may also be revealed in our body. For we who are alive are always being given over to death for Yahushua's sake, so that his life may also be revealed in our mortal body. And we go through a lot of trials, man, on this end. You go through you catch a lot of hell on this end, man. You catch a lot of hell on this end. You go, your life is being constantly used as a sacrifice. You know, you got people lying on you at the job. You got, you know, these so-called nigger women want to take your children from you, take your money from you. You know, then you got to deal with, you know, plagues in the mind, demons and stuff like that. The body aches and all that, man. Constantly, it's a constantly fight. But Lord willing, we just pray that Yahweh Shai keep the spirit on us to keep enduring and keep going, you know, in these hard times that we're in. Because like I read in that Message translation, our glory is around the corner. You know, our glory is around the corner. The Lord is destroying Babylon the Great, you know, brick upon brick. Every lie that was told, the Lord is allowing all the lies to be spewed out. So our glory is around the corner, man. So anyway, I want to get this video. And, of course, it went away. But I'm going to get this video. I'm going to play it. And I pray that you are edified.
Tired of sifting through jobs that don't feel like the right fit?
Of course they do.
Introducing Indeed Career Scout. Find the job that's right for you.
Life is not easy at all. There's gonna be challenges. You're gonna get beat down. That's the way life is.
You sort of put a mask on your face and you go home and lay in your bed when no one's looking at you, when you don't have to impress anybody, and you're yourself. And fear comes in. Maybe you don't know for sure what's going to be happening in the future, and it scares you. Just that fear paralyzes you. And I just want to ask you today, do you think you have hope?
At some point, everything's going to go south on you. Everything's going to go south, and you're going to say, this is it. This is how I end. Now, you can either accept that, or you can get to work. That's all it is. You just begin. You do the math. You solve one problem, then you solve the next one.
And it doesn't matter how you get knocked down in life, because that's going to happen. All that matters is that you got to get up.
You have to get up.
Whatever experience you're having right now, it has not come to stay. It has come to pass. Sometimes you have to just back up and go within yourself and pray and meditate and recharge your batteries. Go away, clear your head, and then come back and look at it from a different vantage point. Don't operate while you are under the spell or the effect of what's going on. Don't allow your emotions to control you. We are emotional, but you want to begin to discipline your emotion. If you don't discipline and contain your emotions, they will use you. You don't have to force yourself or motivate yourself to think negatively, to be depressed, to beat yourself up over the head, to feel loaded with guilt. You don't have to make any effort to do that. Your mind is on automatic. It will do that by itself. But if you want to begin to move into your own personal greatness, you've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will and say, in spite of this, I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. I'm coming back.
You ask me, bro, what do you want? Man, I want to be diamond. Tell me something I don't know. Everybody wants it. But the raw reality of it is, everybody don't get it. And the crazy thing is, if you want it, you can get it. It's not like somebody is stopping you, holding a gun to your head and telling you you can't get it. It's a matter of will. It's a matter of hard work. It's a matter of sacrifice. It's a matter of dedication. It's a matter of commitment.
The difference is not the genetic code, the potential. It's a guy that's willing to get knocked down, finally tested on fortune, stand back up. The perseverance to see it through. The never say die attitude.
We know the battle ahead. We know the journey ahead is going to get tough. We know we're going to face obstacles. We know it's going to be some discomfort. We know they're going to try to break us. We know they're coming for us. We know that's going to happen already. So let's make up in our minds before the battle that we're going to be victorious.
Don't cry to give up. Cry to keep going. Don't cry to quit. You already in pain. You already hurt. Get a reward from it. At the end of pain is success. You're not going to die because you're feeling a little pain.
You tell yourself, I won't give up. When that depression hits you, come out of nowhere, you tell yourself, I won't give up.
There's no guarantee that because somebody is now down on their luck, they can never come back. Who can guarantee that you can't make it? That you can't have your dream? Who can guarantee that you can't do what you want to do? No one can do that. No one can predict that. You don't know what the possibilities are for your life.
Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you got to go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? It's your right to listen to your gut. It ain't nobody's right to say no. After you earn the right to be where you want to be, to do what you want to do.
All we need to do is we look at our dreams as we get ready to hit the floor. I'm blessed and highly favored.
I don't care if you sick. I don't care what you're going through. If you not dead, he ain't through with you yet. As long as you waking up, you still in the game. As long as you alive, you can still make it happen. As long as that breath in your nostrils, boo, you still in the game. You still can win. Now get your butt up.
Knocked down, but not out. Crying, but still breathing. Broken, but brave. I'm still strong enough to survive this. Lord willing, you was edified. It's your brother Ahmad from out of GMS Lake City. May the blessing that should be upon your household. Hey, keep pushing, keep striving, keep praying. Lord willing. Hey, shalom.